Hey guys, well, currently today is Monday, October the 20th. Yes, don't change your phone. Um, I just say I got a few questions yesterday, and I thought I'd just make a video. Um, just a general life update. The bots, the prop farming and the bot testing update due this weekend. So it's not really on it. We'll touch base on it, but we won't really go in depth. What I'll do is like talk about today more or less life, how I doing, why I started this journey, um, how life going, and basically future endeavors. Currently, what we have and the future endeavors we're going through. Basically, a reintroduction and a welcome to possibly anybody any channel coming in late. My name is Brandon Norris, recently married. Um, Small boy on the way. Oh, small boy on the way. Um, This channel was started to document my journey along the road of capturing my first million. It has then thus led to EA Creations, which, with my short experience in software development as it turns to coding, originally on the C++ and Python script coding, my short experience brought me across to a past investment where I had invested in something which I didn't know was, but apparently was an EA. And with further research, it led to a rabbit hole, and I stumbled across another locally based team that claimed to have created it. But I saw they have one actually right now making incredible returns, but it is not. That's like gambling to me. To me, that's gambling. If they test it and they're seeing good returns, no problem. I still haven't saw any my testing, like my quality testing. You can't just go for yeah, we have something. That's scamming. But anyway, we'll touch base on that later. Where was I? Oh yeah, letter EA creations. And then I created my first bot. It lied to me, and then I further dived down a rabbit hole, and I've been diving now for the last 5 months. It all goes on tick data, leverage settings, deposit settings, latency settings. Then we have price actions, drawdowns, how to properly test, how to properly get a report, and I kept. It's like this turning from a hobby into like not a job, but like something that well, to say I wanted to make money and it turned into a hobby. Basically, it's like I was beginning to learn a whole new side of life. They don't teach these things in school. You gotta learn these yourself where you go to class, and they don't even teach these things in class. You gotta really learn this by yourself. Now they teach basic stuff like coding, but that's how you apply it, right? So yeah, I applied it, and we need testing. We need testing. So yeah. So currently, I think I started this channel probably 4 months. We only 10, 6, 4, 3 months ago. Money made. I didn't really check that. Money made. I think we still on a deficit. Originally, the team had put together $50 each to buy some prop firms to do some testing. That failed. We bought 4 prop firms account. One is currently running. It's close to failing, but I have hope. Um, yeah, so we're down probably like $200 right now. Not entirely though. Let me just check this. We are currently up. I think it's $18. No, that's not it. Oh shucks. Yeah, $18. We're currently up $18. So we're slowly getting back there using the sense account. But yeah. So yeah, guys, about me. I believe I'm 5'11". Everybody say I'm 6, but whatever. Um, working in the Trinidad military. Um, in 4 years, I had 11 places I worked, and then finally I settled here in the military. But I'm trying to leave. They are stressful as hell. Anyhow, baby on we recently married. Um, a lot of field investments. I lost. Think about it, I probably lost over $150,000 local currency in US. That would be like 15 divided by 8. Close to 20,000 US. Yeah, over the period probably last 4 years, four, 4 or 3 years, somewhere there. I did touch a little bit of cash. I finished this whole place thanks to the last investment, but it didn't pan out how I wanted it to. I could have walked away a lot more money, but the old greed and dreams was sold to me. So here we are now, pod creation. Um, it's going pretty okay. I lose some brain cells, gain some knowledge. It's lots of not sleepless nights, but lots of pondering and just trying to understand what I'm doing, and I'm slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. With the use of AI, of course, I can't code this shit. I can't code this shit 100% by myself. I'll swear to God. Put it on. I can't. If anybody could, props to them. They probably have like a degree or something. I don't have a degree. I dropped out of my degree because of work. They didn't want to give me the time. And they're always saying, apply thing. And I was paying my cash, but anyhow, wouldn't really how to say. What is called out. Anyhow, so yeah. What again I can tell you guys about me. Um, yeah, I lost close to 20,000. Doing it the wrong way. Watching all these gurus on YouTube and saying, watching these 18-year-olds claim they have Bugattis and all this stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I am blessed with almost the same tech. Why can't I do it? And realize it's scams, fraud, fucking misguided propaganda, Photoshop, a lot of Photoshop. So yeah, so we here doing it the hard way, the real way. You guys seeing the not the day to day, but the week to week trials and tribulations of a trying man, basically. I'm trying to do the legal way before I do it the wrong way. So yeah. So let me dive right into. I have a small presentation for you guys today. We're gonna dive right into that. So how we do it. Just put me down to the side here. Make me a little bigger. Alright guys. Bam. We dive right into it. So you guys know Maddie. Right, so I think. So currently the Z bots I currently have just three, not available, one available for purchase, but there's three finished bots right now to my liking doing testing. Are they profitable? Not yet. But we're getting there. There's a big step from not knowing what the hell I was doing to actually gain some results. Even bad results is still results, so it can still help. So the line here, you guys know I talk about this a lot on the channel. And a dynamic bot that has a volatility filter to reduce drawdowns in time of major market moves. Now, major market moves don't happen to be just news, right? So you guys can see Trump will send a tweet, Bitcoin plummet on October the 10th. That's just real life examples. So not all the time you could avoid dips and spikes on pairs from just not taking news, not trading news. It happens all the time. This bot takes both buy and sell orders and martingales with no stop loss. Now you say reduce volatility filter to reduce drawdown. Drawdown is when a trade is open and you go into losses. That's called drawdown. It has no stop loss, so you're not gonna stop get drawdown. This is why this bot needs a lot of capital. And a take profit only a take profit function to lock in profits, hence the large drawdowns. So Yeah, there's a TP function to close off trades, but losing trades still losing until it wins. Not the initial trade. That's why martingale. So it say loss in 50 pips and the martingale, you only need to recover 25 pips in the specified direction to close off the loss in trade and to still end up in profit because you're martingale the winning trade. Then, yeah. So yeah, that's the line here. You guys know this available for sale. I locked off testing on this about 6 days ago, but I think I should read back just to test some growth accounts. Yeah, but anyhow, moving on. We had the Dragon E. Now this Dragon E, you need really tight spreads for this thing to work. I'm testing it on standard here right now, and it's peeing. I tested it on a professional account with tighter spreads. Perfect, perfect. But always testing it on tighter spreads. You need tight spreads with no commission. Yeah. So the Dragon E is a breakout bot that executes buy and sell stop orders at price tests previous day high and low in the event of a breakout. So what it basically does, it sets pending orders on the top and bottom of the last day's candle, wick to the wick, yeah, to the wick, top of the wick, even if there's wick or no wick, to the top, bottom, and when price breaks out, it executes the trade, and the bot has an automatic trailing stop loss function to lock in little profits in the that's supposed to be event, but yeah, even in the event of reversal. So even if it was to break and come back in, the trailing stop loss would lock in just a few profits. Yes, if you increase the risk, you make more profits. If you decrease the risk, you make small returns, but it's profitable on, as I say, it's tighter spreads account. The panda, this panda is based off already. He is losing. I made some adjustments to the bot, but this is the bot. A breakout bot that executes buy, stop, and sell orders as price tests the Asian market's range for the day. So basically, it takes the range of the Asian market, whatever time. No, not whatever time. You set time Asian market, that is Tokyo and Sydney, and it creates the range. And then in the London and New York, there tends to be strong pushes outside the range, and basically it pushes. Sometimes, majority of the time, it pushes and then reverses straight back into the range and hits the other side of the range. It's like feints, like a false breakout. Um, then on other occasions, it breaks out and goes, like massively goes sometimes. How I improved the strategy was creating a trailing stop loss function while also policing a TP. He has no TP, only a stop loss. Over time, it is profitable, but I try to increase win rate. If you increase the win rate, you'll see better returns over a period of time. Now, I don't want the win rate to be like I win $50 and then the next day I lose 100. So I'm still playing with it, but although I'm still playing with it, it's on a live account. But I want to see it not on a demo. I want to see it in an actual market live, like playing with real funds to see how it functions. And this is how I'm making adjustments to it. The Dragon was on a live account and it failed because of that account failed because of the flash crash and no, not the flash crash. When Federates cut, that's when that one failed. The other one had a hyena. The hyena failed massively. It was good logic, but not all the time market works to you. In the first week, it made a lot of money. Second, third week, it crashed bad. So yeah, so it wasn't sound logic. The hyena was a retest, basically retesting ranges. It was retesting the Asian range. So when it breaks out, it opens if it breaks out on a sell, it opens a buy order. Just when it comes back in. All these are breakout bots. The last two I show you guys breakout bots. There's one more I'm working on in testing, as we know if you're not new to the channel, but if you're new, one. So my upcoming projects, bots, Orca. So the Orca is about that automatically trades the orb. Everybody knows the orb. If you're trading, any experienced trader with more than 6 months or a year, if you on YouTube, Twitter, wherever you take your trades from or learn from, everybody has mentioned the orb. The orb is the opening range breakout. This will be the last breakout bot I do because breakout bots is basically There's no real strategy behind it, to be honest. You just have a specific time, and when the test is at us, when the time passes, create the range, and you just try to make it go direction. I wouldn't even say it's a 50-50 chance, but it's something more of a simple gamble. Like you're going to roulette and bet on black and red, and sometimes zero could come, you know. So it's still a gamble. It's not a 50-50, but more like a 65, probably a 33%. But yeah. So the orca will be the last thing I'm making. This needs to go back in the chamber to cook because I'm seeing some hella crazy stuff going on. It's on a demo. It's on a demo. So that needs to fix. Then the next bot I wanted to work on was a scalper, the monkey. It scalps with the moving average as the indicator. I had created an indicator for TradingView, SMA, SMA, and volume. Yeah, SMA and volume filter that produces buy and sell signals. Basically, when price closes above or below the SMA to change direction, and when volume is high, only when volume is high, signal is printed. And this how this works is this works. Oh no, I'm telling you the wrong logic. That is to the rabbit, yeah. The swing trade based on A plus setups. We pair SMA, volume, and the MACD to get A plus setups for swing trading. Or the monkey was just moving average. You basically open a trade and you just like trying to get 10 pips every time you open a trade. You just want to get 10 pips. That it is profitable but highly volatile. So I'm trying to find ways to probably amend it. Like probably in 1 hour you only take like 2 trades, or probably like for you only take a trades every 10 minutes or something like that. Then the next bot I want to work on is the Tiger. It's a non-martingale grid, but the same grid logic, just non-martingale. So that will be it'll be more testing than building with our bot. And then the potential strategies is BTC or Bitcoin trading using Lion and Tiger. We currently have the bot running Bitcoin right now, and it survived the flash crash. I'll tell you that. Basically, what happened was the broker cut off trading, so it did not open any more trades. Although it would have been in a lot of drawdown opposed to other times. So basically, you could say it worked in our favor, but at the same time, I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it because it shows a possible flaw in the logic. And for something that is moving 24/7 and is very volatile, I need to amend Bitcoin. So I'm not taking it off for sale, not putting it up for sale after my testing, but it prints on a lot of cash. Well, it's on a cent account, so yeah. Then the next thing is gold trading. Gold was giving me some trouble because it was so volatile for the last week. I didn't even bother to test. Then a possible directional indicator add-on to the grid strategy. Now, besides testing for the Bitcoin using the Lion and Tiger, the Tiger would be the new one, right? Possibly a directional indicator would be something like using a moving average on a weekly or monthly time frame to get the bias on if we're in a bull market or a bear market. And if we're in a bull, we only open buy orders, buy grids. That's basically it. Only open buy grids. So even though it's selling, you just open buy grids. And yeah. Or if it's in a bears, we only open sells. This will work well on forex pairs because forex pairs tend to hold the market direction more strong than crypto or gold. So sometimes gold will sell today and buy tomorrow, and you're like, what's going on? And a more robust portfolio to maximize profitability. So the more robust portfolio would be the orca, the monkey, and the rabbit, and the tiger to give me a portfolio. So basically, if one loses, I win on the other side. That would more be for the orca, the monkey, and the rabbit. Whereas the tiger and the lion will always be winning once there's a sustainable capital. I was listening to I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Petsko, he gave this thoughtful, what to say, quote, not even quote, advice. Aim for 2%. 2% a month is enough. 2% a month is enough. So yeah, that's the nice slide. So let me get back. I know it's a long video, guys. I'm just rambling. So if you're listening, you're listening, right? He said 2% is enough to be able to sustain yourself as a trader. If you have $100,000, 2% is more than enough. Should be more than enough. For me, 2% would be like about $15,000 or 14 if I'm using my card. So yeah, that's. But first, the problem is to get $100,000. So that is the first problem. Currently, we're looking like we can make more than 2%, to be honest. But aiming for 2%. Um, Minimize risk, create a portfolio, have everything synchronized, organized, and all those stuff. So yeah, all right, let me dive into this real quick. Shucks, my bad, guys. Let me dive into this real quick. Guys, I'll just you guys to see the Bitcoin is actually making a lot of cash. We go in history, we go by symbols. Oh yeah, Bitcoin, 18. This would have been 18,000 if it was actually 25,000 we had in there, but we only have 250 because it's again a cents account. It's made $18 on Bitcoin alone. Yeah, Bitcoin alone. This is with the previous testing I bought. Now I know you're seeing 1802 because we restarted it, but yeah, it's profitable. It's profitable. But I just wanna what's this? What's the word I wanna use? In strengthen the logic behind it to make it more sustainable. I can't over optimize. I could just probably an indicator, a secondary option, but then I'll take away from the fact that I want trades open because we work on movement. So it's still in testing. Testing will decide all this. Yeah, see Dragon, it's feeling. See Panda, see my logics. Oh, you see? It's a stop loss and then a take off. It's buying. Yeah. So all those he would be still winning. Like here, the trend stop loss hit. It's pushing back into the direction, but this would have been more profit, as you can see here to the close of 100. It would be like probably at 140, 150 right now. But that's okay. The Orca is going through hell, and then this is the testing for the AUD USD. Yeah. The Great Space Center is big. I know it's 50 pips, but over time it's sustainable. And when you testing, I saw it takes like 6 days to really engage. So this would be the 6th day. And you can see price here goes down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's not a shift of structure yet to confirm a bullish trend. So we're still looking at the bearish market. So it should resell and retest this. When we retest this area, we know if it's gonna break out and go further, or if it's gonna flip and just bullish. But all that speculation, no trading strategy is 100% certain. So I just have basic trading knowledge. I don't know what the hell I talk about halfway time, but yeah. So that was it from me there. That's a little ramble, a little update on how life's going. It's going. Plans, how I'm gonna execute it. Hard work and pixie dust. Yeah, might go to war. So this is why I wanna update. Well, not update, but automate trading. And to me, I don't believe in the buying and selling because you're just making money off of somebody head. Now there is a demand, yes, but it's just not in me. It's like you're taking money from poor people already. Why not create something to make money passively. Now, trading is basically taking money from the bigger people. So you're making all of it because daily there's about $5 billion in transactions every day. So why not make $100 or $200 every day? That's my logic. Um, and if if I could automate that, that'll be awesome. The next thing is there was another reason why I automated. Yeah, time. Like traders they spend hours on the charts. They look for A plus strategies, or they spend time drawing up these charts, looking at analysis, watching it. When they place a trade, they watch it. That's a lot of psychological trauma and emotional trauma and frustration that I can't deal with. I'm telling you, I can't deal with that. So automated, what the hell? Automated great working strategies. I'm just automated. So yeah, um, because I want to spend time with my wife, kids on the way. I want to be there, be around. I don't want to be stuck behind a computer screen for 12 hours and then for, for 8 hours I'm going to be asleep. Because think about this. There was a study done on basically humans, the average being spends a third of their life sleeping. I'm 25, right? So how much years I've wasted already? 25 divided by 100 multiplied by 33. I already wasted 8 years sleeping. For those 8 years, if I had something running in the background, it would make money. This is how the 1% get even richer. They have money working for them. Now, we would say money makes money. It's not really money, it's how you invest the money. Yes, it's still money. No, in fact, but it's what you do. They create franchises. When you create a franchise like KFC, you put a store here, you put a store in Japan, you put a store in London. That's 24/7 businesses running, not a business, the business. Yeah, so that's how franchise works. So if I could take this bot and automate some strategies, take bots and automate some strategies, I'll get through in the long run. And the next thing is, I do really want to sell, but this is my time and my energy I place into here. This is for me. If you want to be a part of it, you could buy or you could invest with me. And I have limitations. I'm not gonna take somebody who has a lot of money and make them more money. If you have a lot of money, you can buy the bot from me and make your money. I don't want to really manage nobody portfolio. I don't want to manage a whole set of cash. I rather take this small man who probably just shy and like he doesn't know, he don't understand. He trying to learn and he wanna just see if it's working. Even if it's a multi-millionaire, you come with a little bit of cash, I can show you, alright, watch. We make 1% this month. We make 5% this month. We projected to make about over 3% because we're already on 2% for the month and it's 10 days past. That kind of statistics I could give you. This is real life data I given you for the bots on this channel. Yeah, basically, I'm not telling you I can make 10% a month. I'm telling you average I'm making 18 on the back test. But me, I'm not making 10% a month. Hell, you see, I make 7% for the month already on the current live account we have. Yes, but next month could be way more or way less. Depends on how price moves. So I'm giving you actual back end data, very visible, transparent. Again, as I say, when I started this video, you're getting the date, the week to week breakdown of a trying man. So yeah, um, yeah. So I don't want to sell. I'm not selling no course. I'm selling the bots. Yes, reasonable price to me. Reasonable price based on the back test. That's how I priced it. I still have much more testing to do, all those stuff. Here, this is documentation for me. So even if nobody watches, I'm cool with that. I'm not here for views. But it's a 30-minute marker, so I want to sign out. You guys know, stay safe, be real. Should be Wally to anybody watching right now on the day I posted. Support my designs, guys. And stay tuned this weekend. I will drop the prop farm and the testing update. From me to you, I'm out, guys. Take care.